Sin doosjen ibermiddag. Een bal komt in op. Meer starten naast Marit, een menen dat ook het kan in. Wanneer middag toe is, dan komt ons es des leven toch niet zo lang is, als meer gemeend kan. En wanneer het komt, dan zijn we already heim to gehen in the room. Now that's all I wanted to read. I'm sorry for that little verse I just didn't seem to find here. But I guess it did enough in the end. Here it is, Dan.
I got to talking with a guy here a couple of weeks ago. He was one of the old-time Dutchmen, you know. And he was telling, he was from Chalky County. He said, you know my brother Charlie Miller from Chalky County? I said, no, I didn't know him. He said, he makes sink shacks and water banks and all such things. And he cooks the maple syrup at 1,000 kilobytes. Well, I kind of figured that out, and he went on to tell me about his little dog. He said, you know my little dog, he's only old from August this year, and they chop him around after the chipmunks already so soon. So you kind of have to figure things out a little bit by what they mean, you know. Take a Dutchman as he means, not as he says.
Sorry I didn't find this right away. That's Phil Lindbergh while I was looking for this. Maybe this will remind you of something in the Wundersteel book. I'll just read 2 verses, I guess. It kind of reminds me of thinking long ago. Es ist alles händig eingerichtet in unsere gute Zeit. Es braucht sich niemand bloeien mehr, unless is net gescheit. Der Stimm dit alles voor die Leid, sel is juist was ich mein. Und wann wir het hegen will, dann fort man auf die Train. Es war nicht so in all die Zeit, sel wees ich von en Art. Es mag vielleicht deel alle wees, doch so is hier vrij heraus. Sie sind alle kluffen, alle der Weg, von 5 bis 50 Mal. Und die, was etwas reicher war, sind gegangen auf die Gat. Sehr war der Stahl in aller Zeit, das Laufen war kein Scham. Wo es mir als Dobi-Drull, soll es recht gut bekannt. Es ist nämlich so in unserer Zeit, es fährt jedermann an kommt. Und wer der nicht mehr laufen tut, das ist der Gentleman.
Thank you, George. I asked for 5 or 10 minutes, and I think we got our money's worth. Hey, Bert's the only guy that dare come up here without being invited. What do you want? You got anything you want to say?
What could a day and a half hour? What Bert said reminded me of it. We was at a school reunion the other evening, and they was accusing one Dutch boy there of being late in school one morning, and the teacher asked him why he's late. He said, I had to drink the couch. Well, that's an expression that I couldn't figure out, that how you say it, but that he'd come up with that idea. I just couldn't figure it out. I don't know if you can. But we have a lot as far as sure they talk about the dumb Dutchman and all that, and his expressions, but we have a lot in English too. Only we don't bring those out. But anyway, that just come to my mind, and I told Velma I can't figure out what his parents had told him, that he come with the idea that he had to drink the cow before he come to school. He wanted the cow, sure, but what was the expression that they used? That's what I couldn't figure out. You explain it.
Moest je key wisselen?
I think they used to say the key drangen, yeah.
Okay, key drangen.
It'd still be kind of reversed, but they still, anyway, I wasn't there, so I don't know. Well, George brought this on. He started talking about hair. Now, you look around and see all the ladies' hair. They have all different hairdos and nice ones, every one. But the men have only 3 basic hairstyles. One is unparted, the other one is parted and departed. So there's a few departed around here too. Vernon, how soon do you need your speakers? Or your amps?
After a while.
After a while? Well, as far as I know, we're ready for a business meeting. Well, thank you. That was a short one. I appreciate that. I claim Mel was president. Mel says I was. So I don't think we had a president as such. But anyway, it seemed like I got elected to come up here and do what's necessary, I guess. Marie, where are you? Are you here? I guess it's up to her to read the minutes. That's why I thought Mel was president. Marie's got the book. I guess that's where we start. I don't know. Oh, I wanted to remind you, too, that those that haven't signed this book yet, it'd be helpful if they would remember to do that before they leave.
The 1982 cross reunion was held at the Fairview Township Hall in Fairview, Michigan on August the 7th, 1982. There were 115 family members and 2 guests present. A potluck dinner was enjoyed by all. In the afternoon, visiting with one another, going out to see the sights, or attending the MMC relief sales were the activities. Cross family sang some songs and family pictures were taken. You want to finish it? You want to finish? Okay, and the financial report was total expenses were $78. There was a balance brought forward of $38, and received from an offering was $130, which left a balance of $90 that we had to begin with.
And until she mentioned money, I forgot to bring something to pass the buck with. But I think Marie found something that's big enough. I think it'll hold 10s as well as 1s, 20s, what have you. What's next? Where's Mel? He's supposed to help me. No. Oh, okay. He's busy. And what?
Old business, new business.
Well, I guess it's understood that next year we all go to Ohio, right?
2 years.
2 years, so next reunion, okay, 2 years. Oh, you don't want to see us before then, huh?
One at a time.
Well, anyway, I debated on whether to vote for officers or just say, well, we'll see you in Ohio in 2 years and let you guys take care of it. But I guess it wouldn't be more unfair to have somebody to remember to take charge when the time comes.
I think we should put Wilmer and Dorothy in, and whoever they would choose in there, they could have.
Put who in?
Wilmer and Dorothy.
Oh,
Put them in, that's right, and then they could ask who they want to push out a law.
you think they'd like to do that?
If you appoint them, I'm sure they
Is that all right with you folks? That way you can get anybody to help that you need, you know. I didn't get your answer. Did you say yes? Yeah?
Well, if we're responsible, we can assign all the jobs.
Sure. That's the idea. Are there any other suggestions? Or was that, I still didn't, okay.
We could put Harold and Joanne in with them.
Well, they can, Okay, everybody remember now who's supposed to assign the jobs to other people. So if you want a job, you know where to go to. Yeah. Well, the idea was, of course, that you folks are all really what you do is get other people to help you, to assign the jobs to the other people, and remind everybody that now is the time.
Sounds good.
Well, that's unless we need to vote for more officers, but I think that's a good idea. That way they can get the people that they want to work with. You don't have to work with somebody you don't want to. So I guess that's, see, what else do we usually do?
Old business, new business.
Yeah, see, that come under new business. We didn't get the old business yet, did we? Yeah, was there anything left from the last 2 years that wasn't finished? Any old business to take care of? Yeah. Oh boy. I was afraid you'd bring that up again. Okay. And is there any, well, I was just told about introducing all the families, the different families that are here. Now, before we go into that, I think we'll leave that for about last. Now, before we go into that, is there any new business anybody wants to bring up? Any suggestions on how to have a better reunion or whatever? Well, while you're thinking about that, there is something else I want to bring up here while I think of it. Is there anybody here from Ohio or Michigan, or Michigan, that wants to stay overnight and don't have a place to stay? Now, we folks from Indiana, we claim to have a lot of hospitality, and we don't want to let it, want to turn it into an old nag. So, if you need a place to stay, speak up. We're just as good as the Holiday Inn. And cheaper, yeah. Well, I guess I won't have to put new sheets in my bed. But, no, if anybody needs a place to stay, well, we have it. I can take 4 home myself, 6 if I have to, 10 if they want to sleep on the floor. So, well, I guess everybody is taken care of, so I think if some of you change your mind, want to come over, why, we're there. What? Was there somebody I missed that needs a place to stay? Oh, okay. Well, suppose we start the family introductions then. I don't know where to start. Who wants to be first? The oldest of the, who's the oldest? Well, Bert. Enos is the oldest. Okay, everybody that's here from Enos's family, stand up. Enos don't have to if you don't want to. But everybody from Enos's family, stand up. Hey, that's half the reunion, you know that? Just don't be in a hurry to sit down. Now, you don't want to mention all the names, do you? Okay. Count them? Gee whiz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, whoops, 14, 15, 16, 17. You sit down, Malin. I can get mixed up. 17. I think there's about 8. Oh, there's 3 more. 21. 23. At least 23. Those that are outside and have left, I guess they don't count. Okay, you can sit down. Thank you. And Bert and your family. How many are left here before they went home? Yeah, come on. It don't seem to me like they're all standing up yet, or else some of them left. Okay, well there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, oh, about 13 of them, I guess. Huh? Oh, yeah, good idea. Okay, all of Malin's family stand up here. There's... Yeah. I guess we waited too long for this, really. How many? Well, you guys sat down quick. I didn't get you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's about 6 of them left, I guess, here. I know there was more here than that. Well, let's see. Who's next? Ralph? Saloma? Okay. All of Adley, Sue and Adley's family, you're next. Okay, I guess there's about 15 of them that's here yet. Should have done this earlier. Too many of them left already. And Saloma? The other half of the reunion, stand up now. Well, there again, there's about 21 standing. Well, then better make it 26, or better make it 27 then. I didn't see these back here. And Ralph, are you still around? Got anybody here? Four more? Well, we'll give them credit then. We'll make it a total of 6. And Bill, are you here yet? No, he's out fishing horseshoe, huh? Oh, there he is. Okay. Okay, 6, 9, 10, 11. 12, okay. 12 for Bill. Harry? There he is. Yeah, his family kind of grew here too lately, so that makes a few more. That makes a total of 4, and well, there's 2 more, that's 6. Is that all? That's it, isn't it? Yeah, okay, 6 for Harry. And I'm here, and my wife Shirley is here. Where's she at? Stand up. Your arm won't do. Stand up so everybody can see you. She's over here at the south side, if you get it, in case anybody can't see her. Okay. Anything else? Yeah. Yeah, we appreciate all the people from Ohio. And, George, oh, okay. George's family, yes. I don't know how I could forget him. I was up here waiting forever for him to get done. Boy, that's 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9, I'm not sure which. Now, anything else? I'm ready to call her today, but then I don't want to cut anybody short if they have anything to say or anything that needs to be said. Yep. Huh? Do I have a family? Yeah. There, and there. Yeah. I was reminded to thank Irvin for his facilities here and the suggestion we have it here. It's a good place to be, I think. There's a lot of shade around. The air conditioner don't work too good, but now and then. I know there was something else I was going to say, and I didn't take notes. I just usually don't take notes because I wrote one in school one time and it got into trouble.
I'm Melvin. I'm her oldest son. Of course, I guess Harold would know that.
What happened? Anything special happens in your family this year?
They know Brad.
How many grandchildren were added in your family this year?
No grandchildren.
No grandchildren.
Great grandchildren. This year, 5, I think. How many? 4 or 5. We lose track.
Is it true that Grandpa would know?
Probably.
If he were here, he would know, wouldn't he?
Very well. Yes. Well, our family, I'm Eva. Well, here, go ahead. I'm Velma. I've got 11 grandchildren with number 12 on the way. So if you think that your children are going to grow up and leave, wife. They may do that for a little bit, but just watch. They'll come back and they'll have more people with them than ever. Droves. But it's a lot of fun. I'm Eva. I'm the 4th, 5th, 6th. Who knows? I'm somewhere in the middle. And we have 3 children and 3 grandchildren. And this year was rather traumatic for us because they moved to North Carolina. So I only get to talk to them on the phone. We were down to see them, and our 3.5-year-old, she talked to me a while, then finally she looked at me and she says, well, Grandma, I lost you. So she realized that she hadn't seen us for a while.
I'm Marie. I'm next to the youngest. I have 2 daughters. One of those is married and has given me 2 grandchildren. And the other one is a teenager. So that ought to explain everything.
We had an increase in our family too. We had a grandson that was born in Argentina, and we went down to see it after it was...
Him.
Pardon?
It.
It was a him you went to see.
We went down to see it. After
Which
he was,
is it now, an it or a him?
it was, his name is Nathaniel Alberto Scataglini. If you can remember that, you're doing pretty good. They're going to be with us again for Christmas, so we're looking forward to it.
You touch this red button over here, you're shooting.
Okay, on that?
Yeah?
It automatically focuses?
Clicks it on, yeah, and then clicks it off too.
Okay.
Now these 2 right here run your zoom in and out, and you can see in there how close you are.
It's on? Yeah, because the thing's rolling.
If it's blinking.
Why is it on?
There's arrows in the top that are blinking if it's on.
Yeah, it's on.
Better stand up here so that nobody stands in front of you.
It's about central. North central.
Well, no more than 2.
Take the cap off there.
Wait together.
I guess.
Oh, come on. Could you take a picture?
We'll get a map on this. Not the sun's
Again?
Still. All right.
Once you introduce it.
Say something.
Something.
1, 2, 3. Something. Something.
Are we happy to be here?
Yes, very much so.
And I'm happy to have all my family here. I think maybe this is the first time ever.
True it is.
Probably be the last time I go to a Schmucker reunion. That is Schmucker reunion. Yes. Got a grandson that's ready for college. One of their sons is ready to leave the marble.
One of Rachel's.
And Evan over there at the end, he graduated this year too. Let's see, what are you?
Yeah, what are you? He's single. He's single. He's single. Spread the word.
Don't do that.
He's blushing. Your title.
What's your title? You are?
I'm an electronic technician.
Yeah, why don't we declare our own family?
Carry on, because I can't keep track of you.
Evan, Roseanne, you all know us by now. We play volleyball. We're the best. I guess I don't know what to say either.
Roseanne and Jordan are living with us right now.
Jordan's got a cast off.
He broke his arm again.
Well, I'm Rachel, and this is Beth. We happen to have 2 of our 4 sons here. This is Brian and Beth. And yes, our oldest one was here, but he forgot the time change, and he had promised a certain girl he'd be in church tonight, so he took off just before we ate.
I'm still here.
And our second one had too much homework to come, so I don't know.
According to you or him?
according to him.
He may have had some other things he wanted to do too, but he was doing homework.
Yes, when he left, he was doing homework. He was making it look good. He was.
At his house or her house?
His house. Better be. Okay, you go ahead.
Well, I'm Harold, I'm the oldest. And this is Diane, my wife.
Yeah.
We have 5 children between us. And
Talk louder. Can't hear you.
can't hear me. Okay, I'm closer. We have an oldest son that's in San Francisco there to start this year. And then another daughter who's a junior this year in college at the University of Arizona. And then we have another daughter who's a sophomore in medical school also at the University of Arizona. Let's see, we have one more who is not going to school. And we have one grandson. He's 5 now.
Is Dad paying for all the bills?
Yes.
Everyone.
I think that's it. We're going to build a house next year, but that hasn't happened. I'll let you know next week. That's about it. I can do anything else.
Let me get a picture here.
Okay.
We went out to see Hal's this spring, all 6 of us, and they really put us up well. So I'm sure if any of you want to go and see them, they'll do a good job putting you up.
Aren't you going to tell them what the accommodations were?
Yeah, they got a motorhome for the boys to sleep in. And we just had a fantastic time.
And you're all welcome to come out and see us anytime.
Oh, okay, we will.
Hey, next year, next year.
One at a time.
Oh.
You're going to bring them all
We'll
down
build their
there.
houses built now. We'll all go and have the Schmucker reunion there. There, that's what I mean. Yeah, we'll all go out there.
1995.
Oh.
Can I get Ruth and Ben and Evan to move in a little bit? Evan?
Stand up.
Here you go.
That's fine, that's fine.
Everybody smile.
You want 2 of them?
Andrew, down.
Yeah, I think another one.
Cheese.
Purple.
Somebody take
Money.
There you go.
money.
Except at feeding time.
Well, hi, Tommy. Tommy, how you doing? Short. There. All right. I lost my little.
Yeah, I was going to say, get that little one out a little bit there.
In. She wants to take pictures.
She's adopted today.
Okay, that's fine.
Purple. Money.
Lots of money.
People eater.
Larry, they're sharing about your family and working on family line.
Carrie's credit card.
Okay, I don't know if anything real fantastic has happened during the past year, but in okay, thank you, Jason. He says I got older and wiser. Okay.
What did he say? This your half right.
In November, we're going to go on a little vacation trip to North Carolina to see Katie's sister, and then we want to try and see if we can't get up into Virginia and see my brother Omer, and then stop at a uncle's place in Ohio. But that's what we hope to do. I don't know. Something happened this past year, Monday. David's in 2nd grade now and enjoying school.
Well, I'm Walter. I'm the second of the boys. This is Carrie, my wife. And 2 of the 3 children are here. Jason, the youngest. He's just a freshman in high school this year.
Freshman. Freshman.
Debbie's a senior. And the oldest one is home doing homework.
You think?
She's going to college. She's writing an essay.
She going to Goshen College?
IUSB.
Grass has been mowed again. We can stand up.
Oh, and Debbie is talking about going into nursing or something in the medical field, and she's really considering Goshen College.
Yay.
This is not her baby.
We skipped several between Wally and I. Lamar and Homer and Miriam, and then it's me. I think there's some truth to the saying that they save the best for the last. Two comments.
I'm sorry.
On the girls. We've had an addition to our family, Austin J. He was born Memorial Day weekend, and Debbie has the privileges of holding him right now. Before him, it was Tommy. He was our Christmas Eve baby, and he's very active, 2.5-year-old. And we have Megan. She is 5, and she started nursery school this year. She really enjoys that. We live out close to Middlebury. Miriam teaches prenatal classes beginning in October again, one night a week. If any of you are considering adding to your family, you may end up with her as a teacher. And for those of you who enjoy folk and bluegrass music, you can listen to me Sunday nights.
Hi.
He's a DJ!
On a public radio station out of Elkhart. WBB, that's 88.1 FM. Sunday nights from 9 to midnight, and starting October, we move an hour ahead, 8 to 11. So.
Well, like you said, they say the best for last, but there's Mom yet to come, right? I am Ruth, and this is my daughter Kristen, and my husband Chuck is at home today. We adopted our little girl today, Jenny. She's a good friend of Kristen's. And what? Yes, and this is Grandma. Okay. And there really wasn't anything exciting going on this year. The same old thing. Work, go home, work.
She just had a birthday this month too. The one on the end said save the best for last. She had a birthday.
Right. Was that getting older or getting wiser then? Wiser. Okay.
Wiser. Yeah.
Edna, you have anything to say?
Well, I had a new grandson this summer.
Oh, we have a new house. A new truck. That was the last 2 years.
And a new truck.
Yeah, we had to get a new truck. Isn't that right, Debbie?
Yes, we did. Would you
Like
like to say why?
we had some
I totaled the truck
smash-em-ups.
when I fell asleep at the wheel.
We'll have to get the pictures out. She creamed it.
Putting it mildly.
July 15th, she creamed it. That's about it.
Okay.
No, you can't take a picture. Smile. Smile. You're going to take a picture. Smile.
I know you'll hold still.
I already took it.
This way, Edna.
Sit down.
No, just for the day. She said.
What do you guys want to know?
What do you want to tell us?
We live in Middlebury.
He has to do the explaining. I'm just here because of being married, that's all. I'm
Get out of the way! Victim, aren't you?
Hey, get the
Hey,
yeah, I
Heather,
am.
get in. Heather started middle school, or she's in junior high this year, 6th grade. She's a softball player. She's one of the ace pitchers. Oh, was, okay. And Mandy, she plays soccer. They've won every game so far.
Yeah.
And they're in this thing about fishing right now. Everywhere we go, we fish. Mandy usually catches the fish and the biggest ones.
Today, Mandy?
They went fishing today and she's the only one that caught anything.
Fisherman.
fisherwoman. I work up in Shipshewana, manage a restaurant.
Which one?
Blue Gate.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
That came out right
You go in on 5.
And Kern works for DJ Schrock.
4-way stop.
Construction.
First rest.
Yeah.
I stay home and keep the dog company.
And the cat.
Dorothy, why don't you tell us just a little bit about where Sharon and Penny are at?
Well, Sharon, she had back surgery. And
No, they don't.
she's getting along all right, I guess, but still has quite a lot of pain. But she's back to work part-time.
What else?
What do you mean, what else?
Mommy! Mommy!
Well, Kenny, he's he live up at Sturgis. And I guess everything's okay. I haven't heard from him for a while. But we go up there once in a while, fish. He lives by the lake.
We have an exciting life.
What else?
Where you standing?
I'm supposed to take now? Who's done? Everybody look this way.
We still got Don and Diane that are...
Oh, you're still waiting.
Get here.
Well, I'm Mark, Missy, and Michael. We had him last year, so he was kind of a fun addition to the family. And I guess the biggest thing that happened, or it wasn't a highlight, but we spent Michael's first Christmas in the hospital. We had our Christmas. He had a septic elbow, had an infection, and he had a strep infection localized in his elbow. So last Christmas we spent our Christmas in the hospital. Oh, we went to Disneyland.
Oh.
Yes. Disney World. Excuse me, Disney World. That was fun.
Okay, I'm Betty. I'm the fourth, and I've got Tina's the oldest. She is a senior this year. AJ is starting junior high. He's 11 years old. We both go to Goshen. And for everybody that doesn't know this is my future husband, Ron Van Arsdale. He works in construction. We'll probably be getting married next spring sometime. I guess that's the biggest highlight. Him asking me to marry him.
Hey, I'm Hubert. This is my wife Cheryl. My youngest son Andrew. Probably our family's biggest highlight this year was the marriage of my oldest son Brian. And they're now going to have a child, so we're going to be grandparents, and Mom's going to be great-grandma for the first time.
Don't mention it even. We're waiting on Don's yet. They were on their way out here, so yeah, there they
Somebody
go.
has to pull them along, huh?
Andrew is a freshman in high school this year and is really involved with the band, choir, as well as doing honors student work as far as We're waiting on you, Don.
We should have had
He's doing this under protest. I'll have
Yes,
you
then he would have come, wouldn't he?
there.
Like what? Food. We would have brought food
Tell us about your family, where you're at.
And what you're doing and
He's at Rocky Park.
Well, this is my wife, Diane.
There's just trying to
I'm Don. This is my wife, Diane. These are our two kids, Jenny and Melissa. Happily married, doing just fine. Live in Benton. Made a big mistake, tried to move, and it didn't work out. Well, no, that's the way it is. Yes, dear, I know.
Squeeze in a little. together a little.
Let me gummy up there.
There, that's good. All right, everybody.
Highlight for me was I turned the magic number this year.
49?
49.
I don't know, whoever you want to.
I just see a fence.
Yeah, everybody has to laugh then.
Isn't it go?
Do you want me?
Okay. Okay, everybody look this way. Let's go. Okay, didn't do it a little while ago either.
Bob!
That's a good one.
I think you did. Get it. Okay, this way, ladies. One.
Alan, Diane.